There's a couple of instances now we have a physical abuse with Diddy, and it involves women. He's not like, it doesn't seem to have the same energy for guys, I guess.
Of course not.
Right.
And so that's that. Like when I read that quote, and then I'm thinking like, okay, like this dude, he seems to enjoy having sex with dudes, and most of the women he's involved with, he seems to be like physically abusive to. So like it kind of fits.
Yeah.
What she's saying there. So I did. That was the most interesting aspect of her story. So I did find that intriguing.
Let's go with Superhead, start the bench.
Isn't she a little past her prime?
Yeah. I mean, is she? Is there a prime on giving Superhead?
Yeah, I'd imagine. I mean, in a way, you're kind of an athlete. Things wear out. Get a little TMJ dysfunction, not quite what it used to be.
I'm not sure on that, man. We got to invite some people on the show that's in their expertise and find out if there's an age limit on that.
Lead by example. I can't imagine you're still in peak form.
Okay, that's not the topic. That was just a sidebar
That's
question.
what I'm worried about. Yeah.
Well, listen. She claims she was once gifted to Diddy.
Oh, I heard this.
Yeah. Now, it was interesting because she's just saying how she ended up, with Diddy one particular night, and she ended up putting two and two together and found out that somebody gave her to Diddy as a gift.
The story I heard was she was out with Irv Gotti and Ja Rule.
Yes.
And they kind of saw Diddy or whatever, and then they basically kind of sent her over to Diddy's.
Exactly.
And
now
she had some consensual fun by her own admission.
She ended up at a party at one of Diddy's parties.
Yeah.
And that's why they asked her. And that's why she was telling the story again. And she was saying how she recalls popping pills, drinking with other music industry executives. And then she says,
Isn't that how she became SuperHead anyway?
Maybe.
I don't think there's another path.
Now she says that this happened in 2001. Despite not disclosing what happened during her incident with Diddy, she acknowledged that she recognized the expectations and does not consider herself a victim. His victims deserve the space and time to discuss what happened in those rooms, she said, because of course she agreed to be there. She says it's not just Diddy and it's not just music or hip hop. She says men who hate women, men who hate who they are, who can't admit to their sexuality, they beat us early and often, and and a lot of them are sexing other men and stuff like that you don't know about.
I thought that was the most interesting aspect of it.
Yeah,
because the whole like the hating women, and then do you really want to be dudes? Like, what's going on there? I thought that was pretty fascinating, but in the context of all the supposed gay activities, like, it kind of makes you want, like, does she have? I mean, is that true? Is that kind of like? Is there a logic to that? Because I mean, apparently you have all these dudes smashing dudes as well.
Yeah, because she was talking about the party, and it's like the guys, like, people are in masks, and it's kind of like, and they're masked but butt naked, and you walking around, and you see guys with guys, you see the women, they're doing whatever they want because everybody's drugged up, and it's a lot of, like she says, a lot of people in the music and entertainment industry that you wouldn't know. That's what she's saying.
And to me, what is it? Again, it's kind of like we see it with Diddy. Like, so, there's a couple of instances now we have a physical abuse with Diddy, and it involves women. He's not like, it doesn't seem to have the same energy for guys, I guess.
Of course not.
Right.
And so that's that. Like when I read that quote, and then I'm thinking like, okay, like this dude, he seems to enjoy having sex with dudes, and most of the women he's involved with, he seems to be like physically abusive to. So like it kind of fits.
Yeah.
What she's saying there. So I did. That was the most interesting aspect of her story. So I did find that intriguing.
You believe it, or you think it's some BS in there?
Man, there's always gonna be a little BS in the.
Well, what do you think's BS in like what she said? Like,
not that part of it, but I'm talking about the whole dedication.
No, just what she said.
What she? I don't. You know, that be their whole lifestyle. But he right about as far as if they got something going on and they don't know how to handle it, then they take it out on the woman, and it sounds like that can be logical.
Yeah,
definitely,
it could be possible.
To me, I mean, nothing she said specifically about her encounter seemed out of character for anybody. Yeah. And then, I mean, I guess she's kind of like theorizing as far as like the guys and the women. And so, you know, but again, like in the context of other things we've heard, it seems to make a little sense.
Right.
There's a logic to it.
They do. All right, here let's go with top right here. Our guy, basketball NBA player.
Oh God.
All right, AJ Griffin started bench.
I'd bench him, but we could talk about it.
We might have two opposing viewers. That Pika's a wild guy, man. NBA player AJ Griffin says he gave up basketball to follow Jesus. AJ Griffin was in the NBA for only 2 years, and was making $4 million a year. You know what I mean? He was on what was he on, like a 3-year, I think $12 million deal, something like that. And it was all guaranteed. And he gave it up. Oh, here you go. Yeah, he signed a 4-year, $17 million guaranteed deal.
Okay. I mean, as an atheist, I can't endorse anybody following Jesus to do anything. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand religion. I don't understand why people follow religion. It's literally a waste of intellectual capital, in my opinion. And so I just can't identify or reconcile, hey, I'm going to stop what I'm doing to follow Jesus. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I respect him 100%. If that's that's the cause of it, he following it, and in my belief, that's the only way to the kingdom. That in my belief, and so yeah, I respect it 100%, man. That's a big thing. If somebody be willing to give up their capital, give up taking care of certain things in their life that money can help take care of, I'm gonna respect them.
Yeah, it's a big move, man. It's that's a big move. That's like practicing what you preach. That goes in all that, those idioms or sayings, however you supposed to pronounce that. But not something I would do. But that's you going all for it, man. Going all for it.
Everybody is given a choice to make in life. So some things people might not agree with, certain people might do. But I agree with them. I respect them.
Yeah.
For doing them.
I mean, the other thing, like literally, what is his plan though? Like, is he just going to become like a full-time pastor or something, or like what is the plan?
Yeah, that's
well, because again, I mean, you can believe in God all you want. There's plenty of religious people that have jobs and do things, you know. So if you're literally going to just, become a pastor or something, a minister, where your profession is that kind of makes some sense. But if you're gonna, follow the Lord and then, sell, financial security plans, like, okay, well, you could do basketball or whatever. It's not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, maybe he just put all that to the side. So who knows? Or maybe something he's seen, certain things like that happen when you make that type of money. You get in certain parties and certain areas and things. He might have seen something that scared him to it. So whatever happened in his life, it led him that way.
Yeah.
So he willing to give it all up. So maybe one day y'all can get him in here and interview him and ask him.
Hopefully so. Now, let's go with John Amos, started bench.
Well, he's dead, so let's start him.
Yeah, man. So John Amos, man, a phenomenal actor, entertainer here. Just recently passed away, but he's trending for other reasons. So there's this girl, this Jamaican girl, Mariah Cobb. She posted a picture with John. It looks like on a beach, somewhat tropical, and said, "Rest in peace to a legend, John. I remember I put this cootie cat on you so good this day you could barely move.
Man,
She shot out, man.
Man, these women, man, they so lost and disrespectful, man. That's crazy.
That's crazy. On the day, like, you know, on the day the news broke, you decided to make a post like this.
That's crazy.
That's wild, man. This man got a whole family and all that.
I'm trying to
I
tell
don't
you,
know.
they're still grieving.
It's
and
funny, and she's a sight to see. I mean, I'll give her credit for that, but it's funny. That's all I can say about it.
That's crazy.
But you know, like he passed back in August apparently,
Oh, yeah?
and the story's breaking
Like just
now.
breaking.
And then a family member posted that she didn't become aware until like now
Yeah.
that he had passed. I think it's his daughter.
Mm.
So I mean, it did raise question like what did his final days look like? Was he like estranged from family or whatever,
Yeah.
or was he in like really bad situation where he wasn't able to communicate with nobody and maybe like dementia or something weird like that?
Yeah.
I very curious. It just was really odd because again, usually these celebrity deaths that we find out pretty fast. We've had a call it Pete Rose and some other Dikembe Mutombo.
Yeah.
So that was pretty interesting that if he passed away basically over a month ago, that we're now learning about it and his family or daughters learning about it. So that's
crazy.
That's pretty interesting. I'm surprising to me.
Yeah, it is. Well, I mean, if you over there and you decide to spend your last days in Jamaica and with some beautiful women like this, maybe
underneath some quality coochie cat.
maybe they wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said that's one of the ways that's a way you would pick to go
Nothing wrong
out.
with that. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just look at the alternatives.
Yeah, you already said you're not a nursing home guy.
Not a nursing home guy. I mean, you want to die in a fiery auto crash, like drown, like
What's the other option?
they're going to get shot in the head. I mean, get stabbed.
Yeah.
I'll die under some coochie.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I don't think any sane man would do it. Hey, one last trauma for the ladies. I'm way out.